welcome to Anthony's Live Aviation at East Midlands Airport. We just had two Spitfires fly over the airport this afternoon. They're still flying about, just following them now as they are just south of the airport. That was a nice surprise seeing the two Spitfires. I'm here now until about 6:30 this evening. I'm going back over to the apron as we got ops checking the that. I didn't expect them Spitfires. They just turned up at the as I was starting to introduce my show to you at East Midlands. We have got an arrival. There's two from Palmadine, Mallorca. We have just had the police plane go out. He's just over towards the south of Derby. There's the TUI. That TUI's just come from Palmadine, Mallorca. That's BY7757. That's been in the air for 2 hours and 22 minutes. We have got the Ethiopian Boeing 777 on his way in. He's just now turning onto finals. And that freighter his number is ET3769, and that's coming in from Hong Kong. When I see his headlights, I will turn onto to it. So that TUI's now just parking up next door to the next TUI. Now we can see the Ethiopia is just now popped through the cloud. Then 2 Spitfires that came over East Midlands, they were the Battle Memorial flight. They are now heading back towards Coningsby. I didn't even know they were coming today, so lucky I was here to see them. We had the Red Arrows last weekend. We have got a jet to Holidays aircraft livery coming in from Alicante. It's just south of Leicester. And that is LS642. Here comes the Ethiopian. This Ethiopian looks like he's got a silver nose cone on the front of it, but he's running fast. It's coming right up towards DHL. I think the Ethiopian goes down by the bottom where One Air parks. That One Air is due back in the early hours of the morning. We have got the Malaga flight on its way back. That's just right behind the Jet 2 Holidays livery aircraft. He's just north of Leicester now, and the Jet 2 Holidays is right behind. It's in front. It's now about to turn on to finals. So when they're down on the ground, we'll should have 3 TUIs and 1 Jet 2 when they come in. There is a Jet2.com aircraft, but that's off stands. But I think they're using that later on during the week for training. As you will see, the Ethiopian is now going down towards the other cargo terminal. Now that Jet 2's holiday is now on his final. I can't see him at the moment. He hasn't punched through the clouds. Oh, now he has. So I come off that Ethiopian for the Jet 2 Holidays livery, shortly followed by the TUI, because TUI's not far behind him. So TUI's now just turning on to finals. So it'd be Jet 2, then TUI. Then at 10 to 2 then we'll have the wet lease aircraft of a tourist car coming in from Faro. That would be BY7721. Now I can see the TUI. That's the Alicante flight in front, and then the Malaga flight's coming in behind. So I'm going to come off this Jet 2. I'm going to go up to the TUI. This TUI is coming in from Malaga. The Faro plane's now due in at 13:53, and then behind now we've got another TUI. It's coming in from Nvidia. That's BY581, and then we've got Jet 2 LS628 from Dubnik. At 2 o'clock. Here comes TUI now. We have got a Cairns flight is delayed, NetJet. It's due in at 13:37. It's due in about 7 minutes. That NetJet is now just turning on to its finals. I'm going to come out there. I'll come back to you in a second. And it's DHL under tow. It's just come round from the sheds. We have got two aircrafts pushed back. They'll be taken off shortly. One's going to Agada and the other one's going to Catalonia in Greece. Agada's down in Egypt. And then we got this 7.6 DHL on tow. I think he might be going on the end when he comes up. Because I think that DHL is going out in a bit. We have got the Jet2 holidays aircraft it's in. He's due to go to Paphos at 3:25. He's delayed by an hour. We've got the other Jet2's holiday aircraft. He's going to Scaphos. The Blue Islands aircraft is either due a 2:45 or 2:50. I'll go over to that DHL 76. As you can see, it's under tow. I think he might be going by that other aircraft over the far back. Being pushed back at the present. That's a 767 with its winglets. We've got 2 777s in at the moment. And then we've got a PC-12 coming in from Dublin. He's delayed until 3:10. We've got the Cairns flight, that's delayed until 4:25. The TUI flight from Lanzarote, BY7719, is due to land at 3:10. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 jet 2s, one from Faro, one from Rhodes, one from Tenerife, and one from Lanzarote. The first one from Faro lands at 15:43. The Rhodes flight's delayed, it arrives at 16:47. Tenerife at 3:30. And then the Lanzarote at 15:51. I'm going to go back over to the apron. There's the 2 TUIs that's due to go out. One's going to Catalonia and the other one's going to Hurghada in Egypt. They should be taxiing down to runway 27 shortly. the road flightjet2.com. Oh, that's going up to Manchester. I'm just having a look to see where this Blue Island's nowhere in sight at the moment. Let's see where Blue Island is. What I've done, I left you on them two planes while I find out where the Blue Islands aircraft is. Give me a second. That aircraft is actually delayed at the moment. It's now departs Jersey at 10 to 4. So it'll be up here about 5 o'clock this evening. So that Blue Islands is now delayed. It's supposed to have taken off at 1:30. It's now estimated at 15:50 from Jersey. As you can see now, the tour flight to Hurghada is now taxiing down to 27 left. That will be shortly followed by the Scathos flight. So the TUI flight's now almost at the bottom of the taxi into runway 27. The Lanzarote TUI is just coming up towards Bletchley and Milton Keynes, and here comes the TUI. She's just turned and burned as she's on her way out to Hurghada in Egypt. She's now gone into the clouds and back to the apron again. So now we're just waiting for TUI to Scaphos. I'm gonna have a look around the apron. I'm going back to that TUI. It's on the end of the April now. So the next flight to arrive will be the delayed Dublin flight, the 24/7 aviation PC-12 from Dublin, and then after that we'll have the Lanzarote flight, TUI, and then I'm just looking through the we were getting after that will be the Berlin flight of 1517, then the Cannes flight of 1534, that PC-12 is now just north of the airfield, just going over the north of Nottingham. And the Lanzarote flight is just south of Leicester. It's making their way to the airfield. As you can see down by that TUI aircraft, there is the Qatar executive aircraft that came in there yesterday evening. So Thursday. The PC-12 and the Lanzarote plane, they're both 6 minutes away. They are due in shortly. I don't know which one's coming in first, because the TUI flight's just south of Loughborough, and the PC-12 is just coming over Long Eaton. I think that PC-12 is actually in circling. It's down by Beeston. The PC-12 Polaris is at 6,500 feet and descending. And that 2E is coming in first, then the PC-12. So the PC-12 is circling at the moment over at Nottingham. The Palmerdine-Mallorca flight is now, looks like it's being pushed back with Ryanair. That's FR6031 to Palmerdine-Mallorca. I can see it being pushed back at the moment. That 2 aircraft is going now to Scaffos. It's still not pinged up as yet. So the 2 aircraft is now turning on to finals. They now can see. I'm going to go to that 2 aircraft that's on finals. And the PC-12 is now making its way down behind the 2E. That's just coming down from Nottingham where it's been circling. The Berlin flight's now just south of Leicester. Yeah, that PC-12 is now right behind 2E. It's now just about to turn on finals. So I'm hoping to see both headlights of the aircrafts. So Tui's just going to drop down behind the trees to the runway. I'm still looking out for that PC12's lights. I can't see them at the moment. And here comes Tui. So we've got two flights there, it's just come in from Lanzarote. Then we've got the PC12 Polaris from now I can see the PC12, so I'm going to come off that TUI for the PC12. It's only just put its headlights on as he's dropping down. And shortly behind that is the Ryanair Berlin flight. So we've got the Ryanair down the bottom. That's the Palma-de Mallorca flight. This Polaris is 3 years old. It's been in the air now for 56 minutes. When she left Dublin, then we got the Ryanair from Berlin. He's now just turned on finals. He's on his way down. I'm just waiting to see this Polaris PC12. Now I got it. So once this Polaris PC12 taxis off the runway, then we'll have the Palma-de Mallorca flight to take off. and then we'll have the burning flag to the land behind. So I'm going to go from that PC12. As it's taxiing over to the executives area, because we're going to have that Ryanair now bay to take off. This is the Palma-de-Mallorca flight. I'm going to come back around because we've got the building flights just coming into the land. Here comes the Berlin flight now. Sorry about that, I was just having a look on my other screen to see what was coming in. So we've got that Ryanair now that came from Berlin. We just Ryanair is now just turning on its stand. So the next plane to arrive will be Jet 2 from Tenerife, the 1540. Then 8 minutes behind that will be the Jet 2 Faro. And then a few minutes after that will be the Jet 2 Lanzarote. Then at 4 o'clock we'll have the Bergerac. Then the delayed at 16:42 Jet 2 from Rhodes. And then we'll have the Bahrain DHL 767-300 at 16:49. And then we'll have a Vista Jet, it's due in at 16:37. We have got a lot of delayed flights this afternoon. We have got a Balkans A320 coming in this afternoon from Burgas. Rias is due in with Ryanair at 5 to 5. Then Burgas is due in at 5 o'clock. My last arrival I will do, and I will do it because it's on its way, it'll be at 18:42. Because he's on his way in, and that'll be to New York at 767-300, and that's a DHL. He's due in at 18:42. And that will be my last plane of the day of arrivals. And the last departure I will do today will be the Smart International Cessna Citation is going to Trampolini. And that's due out at 18:40, 2 minutes before the DHL arrival. I'm looking down on the apron to see what time that Scaffos flight goes. At the moment there's no sign of the Scaffos flight. The Catalonia flight BY7742, that is to Catalonia with TUI. That's not picked up as yet, and so is the Scaffos flight LS679. That hasn't picked up as yet. So at the moment there's no departures, so I will come back to you when there's departures and arrival. I'll speak to you again shortly. We have got an arrival. It is the Gulfstream G450. And we also got the arrival of the police plane. It's just come back. That police plane there is just come back from Humberside. And then we've got the G Golf 350. And there we also got the Corfu flight coming in behind that. So we've got the G50 first, the G450, there she is. This Gulfstream 450, she will be a good looking aircraft when she lands. And we also got another one coming in, the Cessna Citation from Cannes. That is coming in behind the TUI. That will be here shortly. The TUI's now just turned on its finals. Here comes that Gulfstream 450. And that Gulfstream 450, a good looking plane. Just south of the airport is the Tenerife. A Gulfstream 450, isn't she a beauty? Don't say where that Gulfstream 450's just come from. It's come up as NA. So I think it hasn't got his transponder on. He is registered in the United States. He is now taxiing down into the executive area. I'm going to turn back because we've got that TUI. She's just dropping down now behind the trees. The Jet 2 from Tenerife, she's just over Old Dalby. And then we'll have the Cannes flight, it's right behind this. It's just over Eastleigh. This is the other wet lease aircraft. So there's two of these here at East Midlands. They're wet lease from Fly for Airlines. You've seen the other one that came in earlier. The Cessna Citation is now on finals. The Fly for Airlines, that aircraft is registered in Ireland. So they're here on wet lease to TUI. I'm going to go over to the we can see this Cessna Citation come in. She's just up above the tree line as she's making her descent over Kegworth. And shortly followed by this Cessna Citation is the Jet2.com livery aircraft from Tenerife. But this Cessna Citation is going out again shortly. It's going out to Trampolini. Now I can see the Cessna Citation. Now I can see the Jet2. All of these aircraft is right behind. So once this Cessna Citation comes off and taxis, I'm going to turn onto that Jet2.com. And shortly behind that is the Jet2.com in the white aircraft that's on a wet lease to Jet2. That is 15 minutes away, and that's coming from Faro, operated by Air Explore. See that Air Explore from Faro with Jet2.com. It is south of Northampton. Then we've got the Bergerac flights due in. He's due in 27 minutes. He's just coming up over the South Downs National Park. That aircraft you can see it's in front, that's just come from Tenerife. So Faro's not far away now. Because of that, Jet 2's going into arrivals and departures. The one from Faro is now just south of Leicester. And Jet 2's now just parked next door to that TUI it just came in. So they'll be unloading that aircraft with the passengers. We have got the Lanzarote flight, it's down by Leighton Buzzard. That's here in 19 minutes. And that will be arriving soon. So we have Faro, then Lanzarote, then the Bergerac flight. We'll have Lanzarote, then Bergerac. I repeat myself again, I do apologise for that. It'd be the Faro flight, then the Lanzarote, then Bergerac. And then after that we'll have the Rhodes flight, the Bahrain, the VistaJet Geneva, but we also got a Cessna citation coming in from Antwerp. That's scheduled for 20 to 5. When I see the aircraft in sight, I just left it on the apron for the moment. I'm just checking all flights that's arriving. Then I will go back over to the arrivals when I see them. But for departures, there is some delays. We know there's a delay with the Jersey aircraft. That is now arriving at 20 to 6. There is a delayed flight at the moment with the Scaffos flight due to the aircraft departing late from the airport it came from. The Antalya flight is now departing at 3:45. That is a Jet2.com livery. That is due out at 4:45. I think that's the one that's parked up down the bottom. Dallyman is estimated to go at 17:35 with the Jet2 Holidays aircraft. We have got another delay on one of the aircraft. It's another Jet2 Holidays to Heraklion. That supposed to go at 5:10. It's now going at 6 o'clock, so that's 50 minutes late. Ibiza flight goes at 5:05. That's due to this aircraft from Faro. It's coming in late. Gran Canaria flight goes at 10 to 5. So we have got a couple of aircraft that's delayed this afternoon at East Midlands. I'm just going to see how far these aircraft are now coming in. So the Faro flight is now 2 minutes away. It's just about to turn onto finals as it comes over Eastleigh. And then it will come over the top of Kegworth. And then down into the airfield. And then he'll shortly be followed by the Lanzarote flight. That's now just south of Lutterworth and Market to Arborough and south of Leicester. And Bergerac flights now just going over Leighton Buzzard. And now you can see the Jet2.com livery aircraft. He's now just turned. That's the Antalya flight. He's now just been pushed back. We have got the arrival of the Faro flight, the Jet2.com Air Explorer. Operates this aircraft. Is now due in. He's now just coming over the top of Kegworth. He's now just dropped behind the trees. And then the next Jet 2 is just south of Leicester. Here comes the Faro plane now. The Lanzarote plane is now northeast of Leicester. So this aircraft is now making its way down to arrivals. Now we've got the TUI flight making his way down. So the TUI flight that's making its way down is the Catalonia flight. We also got pushed back is the Ethiopian cargo. That's going off to Oslo. We also got the Antalya flight. That's now taxiing down behind the TUI. So I'm going to go off that Jet2 as that Jet2.com to Antalya taxis down. So we might have 3 aircraft going out on departures. I can see the Ethiopian, he has been pushed back. He was scheduled to go out at 2:45. He's now scheduled to go out at 4:15. So we've got the TUI at the bottom now, just taxiing on to 27 left. So the Jet2 will wait for the arrival of the Jet2 holidays. I think this, because I can see the Jet2 holidays aircraft on his way in. He's just turned on to his 3-mile final. There it is. But I think the TUI plane is now turned and burned. So this one's off to Catalonia in Greece. Then the Ethiopia's just taxied down. I'm going to come off this TUI because of the arrival that's coming in now. That's the Jet2 holidays from Lanzarote. So as this Jet2 is making its way in, I will go to the bottom. As you can see, you've got the Jet2.com livery, and the Ethiopian is going to Oslo. So we've got a couple of freighters in today. Especially the Ethiopian. You've seen it come in and now we're seeing it go out. So the Jet 2 holidays aircraft is now landed. So the jet2.com is going to taxi onto the runway. So once this Jet 2 holidays come off onto the taxiway, the jet2.com will pull onto the runway, ready for its departure. The Bergerac flight is now just out to the east of Loughborough. So I think it'd be the 2 out to take off, and then the and here comes jet2.com livery aircraft, and the Ethiopian is now just taxied straight on. There goes the Antalya flight. That'll have about 4 hours and a half to run to Antalya. Just as this jet will turn now, we'll have the Ethiopia come out. I think it will go north over Derby. I'm going to go back for the Ethiopia because it's now on the runway. Here comes the Ethiopia. We have got a cost flights just pinged up. Here comes the Ethiopian cargo. Like I said, he might go north over Derby because he's going to Oslo. Yes, he is. He's turning towards the north. He came in from Hong Kong earlier. just hitting the cloud base now. Still climbing out. We have got an arrival, so I'm going to come back round for this arrival. This is the Ryanair from Bergerac. We have got the cost pinged up. It hasn't been pushed back as yet. And we also got the Ryanair to Tenerife pinged up as well. As you can see, I'm not far away from the aero park. I'm actually on the mound opposite DHL at East Midlands Airport. Two aircraft has pinged up, they haven't been pushed as yet. I'm still waiting for them, so as soon as these are pushed, I will let you know as soon as they are. So that VistaJet from Geneva has now gone to quality 5. So it'd be the VistaJet Bahrain. Right, it'd be Corfu Ryanair. Then Vista jet. Then Bahrain. Then the Vista jet from Pisa. Oh, I should say Ryanair, then the Pisa jet. And then Burgas. And then we'll have another jet from Guernsey, a private jet. The Ryanair to Tenerife is now taxiing. The cost plane we're still waiting on. I know he's pinged up at the moment. That's EIFFC. It's a 12-year-old aircraft. That's fly for airlines. It's wet leased aircraft to TUI. That's off to Kos. And that arrives in Kos at 10 to 10 tonight. The Ryanair to Tenerife. That arrives at Tenerife at 8:25 tonight. This aircraft that's going out is a brand new aircraft for Ryanair. It's a Max, it's a Boeing 737 MAX 8-200. Registration's EIIKZ. Serial number 62386. It was registered in April 2025, so that's how new he is. I'm just looking for the aircraft's tail. I can't. Oh, got it. It's now just taxiing down onto runway 27 left. Then we've got the Paphos flight Jet 2 Holidays livery jet. That's now just been pushed back. That'll be making his way down the taxiway. That would land. It says it'll land in Paphos at 21:05. I think that might be a bit later because it's only taking off now, so I say about just after 10 o'clock tonight. We have got the Ryanair holding short at the moment. of 27. That freighter is just gone over Sheffield. He's now out over towards Lincolnshire World's National Landscape on his way out to the North Sea. Now that Ryanair is now taxiing onto the runway. At the moment, the world #1 tracking at the moment on Flight Radar 24 is the PA474. It is the Avro Lancaster. She's flying down by Peterborough at the moment. She's come out to RAF Coningsby. She has been doing some flights. The Ryanair's just taken off. We just missed it. So I'm going to pause for a few minutes. I will come back to you. I'm back again. We have got an arrival at the Bahrain 777. No, not 777. The 767. 767-300. And we have got the A300 freighter going out as well. I'll go and show you the A300 freighter as she's taxiing her way down. But I'll go back to this 76. There she is. And just coming in behind that 76 is the Blue Island ATR 72-500. So this 767-300 will come right all the way up to DHL, as this A300 will taxi all the way down to 27 left, because she's going out to Leipzig. We got another 767 coming in from New York. It's just as one DHL comes in, one goes out. As you will see in a minute, that I'll have both in shot. There you go. So I don't know where this 76 is going for the moment because I can't see the bloke say to usually guide them in. Until the aircraft pulls on. I think by the look of it, she's going to, she's going in second in. Because I can see the tug waiting. I can see where the bloke is. He was actually behind this sign when he stopped the aircraft with his bat. Looked like batons. There he is. He stood to the there. What they're going to do now? They put the bar onto the aircraft, and then from the aircraft then they put the tug on into it, and then we'll put an APU unit on. I'm going to turn around because that Blue Island's just landed. This plane is late. Then we got the Geneva flight, is just right behind. He's just coming in over Kegworth. I can't see him for the moment. This plane's been delayed. It didn't take off until 10 to 4. goes that A330, A300. She's off to Leipzig. There's that Cessna citation from Geneva. Oh no, it's a Bombardier Challenger 605 from Geneva. So the next jets to go out now is the Onrapron Vituri. We've got the Ryanair to Alicante. We've got the Tibu to Paphos. And we've got the Gran Canary Jet2.com. next one is the Ryanair to Alicante. So the next flight date after this is the Jet2.com livery to Gran Canaria. And here comes Jet2.com livery to Gran Canaria. because we've got the cost flight coming out next. And we've got the Paphos flight is down at the bottom. So costs being pushed back at the moment. So the cost flight is pushed back, is just hanging back at, on the apron. Here comes the TUI flight to Paphos. And then we'll have the TUI to Kos. This one's off down to Paphos. And then the Kos flight is now just taxiing. Now the Paphos flight is now turning south to southeast as it's making its way out towards the Greek islands. So I'm going to go around because the other to at least to cost is now taxiing down. We have got the IB5 pinked up, and we also got the Tui to Larnaca pinked up as well. I've got another hour and 45 minutes before the end of the show. So the last plane I will film coming in will be the New York 767-300. I haven't checked that progress of that arrival as yet. She's due in at 18:42. We've got the Polaris PC-12 next generation aircraft is also pinged up. The Tui's pinged up, and the Ibiza's pinged up, as well as the Tui. It's down the bottom. She's holding short at the moment because we've got the Rias flights coming in. That is a Ryanair. It's now on finals. The Jet2.com livery aircraft is now just pushed back. That's the one that's going to Ibiza. The Tui aircraft is pushed back. It's going to Larnaca. And the PC-12's out on the taxiway. He's holding short and he's going back to Belfast. That's the one that came in earlier on today. It came in from Dublin. So I'm wondering if the PC-12 will go out before the Tui. Oh no, he's actually going out now. So I'll come down for this PC-12. There goes the PC-12. This one's off to Belfast. That PC12 there is the came in from Dublin earlier. It's now back to Belfast in Northern Ireland. I'm going to come back round because we've got the touring. We have got 3 ambulances on the move at the moment. This is a Ryanair. This is the Rias flight that came in. The Chevy is now taxied onto the runway. Jet 2 and the other 2 are now taxiing. I think the 2 is going down first because the Jet 2's been told to hold for a minute. There goes Ryanair. There goes Chewy. Jet 2 is just holding a bit short of the taxiway for the moment. That Chewy flight there is going to Larnaca. And there goes that 2 Cos. It's just making her way out. This aircraft's now going down to Kos in Greece. I'm going to get back onto the because we've got an arrival. That arrival is it's the Mitsubishi Challenger A50 from Pisa. once this Mitsubishi goes behind the trees, I'm going to turn for the runway ready for its arrival on the airfield. Then we've got the 2E2 line going old and short at the bottom. So we've got the 2 old and short and the Jet2.com aircraft down there. So 2 is now pulling it on. She's putting on just behind this Mitsubishi Challenger. So once this Mitsubishi Challenger's 650 pulls off, or I should say 850 pulls off, the TV will pull it on to the active runway. Isn't that a lovely aircraft, that Mitsubishi Challenger? That Mitsubishi Challenger's now came up from Pisa. What a gorgeous aircraft that is. That's going to head towards where all the executive aircraft go. We have got an aircraft on it's now coming out. This is the 2E2 Larnica. Then the plane that's sat behind it is the Jet2.com livery on his way out to Ibiza. Now I'm going to turn around because we'll have the Jet2.com to Ibiza out next. He is waiting on the active runway at the moment. think they're just waiting for that Tui to move out the way before he takes off. Now that Jet2.com is on his way. That aircraft now is off down to Ibiza in Spain, one of the Balearic Islands. He'll be there in about 2.5 hours time. Now I'm going back onto the apron. We have got a Piper Cherokee Harper. He has been circling for a little while. It came up from Kemble. Yeah, Kemble in Gloucestershire. He has been circling just south of the airport. And I think we've got an helicopter coming towards us because I can see it coming. It's not on radar, but it's coming in right behind that that light aircraft. Well, I think the light aircraft has been told to come off, but I'm going to go down for that helicopter as he's coming in. It looks like it's the children's air ambulance as it's making its way in. Yes, it is. It's the children's air ambulance. There have been a couple of ambulances up here. They have been up for a while. The ambulance car's up here as well. He came up on blue lights about 20 minutes ago. And then the 3 ambulances came as well. And now the children's air ambulance is now just landing on one of the taxiways. Forelli? Oh, Forelli's got one of their lorries here this weekend. There must have been a race this weekend at Castle Donington. So the children's air ambulance is now down. It's making its way towards the oh, there's another Forelli's lorries up in there. It's just come from Castle Donington. So there must have been a race this weekend. So the children's air ambulance is now just taxied past the hangars. It's heading towards the executive. And then that Cherokee is now just following the air ambulance down. So he was told to move off the runway so it can come in. So I'll put you back there for a moment. So that children's air ambulance, it's Elimed 80. The registration of that the children's air ambulance is GNICU, and it landed at East Midlands just not long ago, as you just seen, as we just watched it come in. He's now in an area where he can get either the patient off or a patient on and refueled. It didn't say where he came from, so I'm going to have a few minutes break and I will come back to you shortly. As you can see now, the children's ambulance is now making his way back out of East Midlands Airport. He will get priority now over all other flights. He's now coming out. I'm going to pause again for a minute. I need to have a piss. This is the only place I could go. So that helicopter. Can I get him? He's out towards that blue. Oh, there he is. That helicopter's heading out towards Stoke in that way. I think he might be heading out towards Liverpool. I'll soon find out now. Yeah, it's headed up towards Liverpool. He's going up towards Liverpool way. So I will turn back onto the airport. So we've now got the Bombardier Challenger 605 is now pinged up. We've got the Mitsubishi Challenger 805 going down to Farnborough. We've got the police aircraft coming out as well. We've got Ryanair going to Venice. And we also got the Dallyman flight going out. So we've got the Mitsubishi Challenger. Then we'll have the Bombardier Challenger going to Nice. That's the one that's parked up by Ryanair. Ryanair's going to Venice. And we've got the Dallyman flights now just been pushed back, and now you can see. So the first flight to come out now is the VizzJet Mitsubishi Challenger 850 to Farnborough. That's just making his way down to the active runway. Can't get any closer to that edge though. I'm fucking done. So I'm just looking for that Mitsubishi Challenger. He's still taxiing down. Then we'll have I think it might be the Antalya flight next, because the other two are pinged up, as well as the police aircraft. The Mitsubishi Challenger 850 is now on the active. So this jet might go up like a rocket. He's now coming down the runway. Okay, now I can't get it. That VizzJet's gone out. I can't catch him at the moment. I'm looking at that Jet 2 to Oh, the police plane's out taxiing. Just trying to find it because it's only a small little aircraft. He's just turned onto the one of the taxiways further down, so he should be coming out in a minute. Then where the Antalya flight is just opposite the Antalya flight. So that police plane should get clearance in a second to make his way out of East Midlands to where he's going. He's just hanging short of the active. Just as we just had the arrival of the Orca Beechcraft 400, there it is, 400 XP from Guernsey. So once this aircraft's off, I think the police plane's going to come onto the active runway. Yeah, he's on the active now. He should now be getting ready to come off. To come up. He's now on his way, and now I can see him. There he is. This is GP OLW, the UK's National Police Service aircraft. He's in quite a rush at the moment. As he's heading out to the East Midlands, I think he's heading off to going up in between the Derby and Nottingham. We have got a right for, and I'm going to go for. That is the Palmadine-Mallorca flight. That's the Jet2.com livery. Then down by the Active we got the Dallyman flight. Then we got the Arnie Recklon flight. It's now just pushed back. Just making down behind him is the Vista jet. The Bombardier Challenger 605 is on his way down. Then we'll have the Venice flight. He's still waiting to get clearance. Then we have the Arnie Recklon flight. Just as the Jet2.com has just come down behind the trees. From Palmadine-Mallorca. Here it comes. There's the Palmadine-Mallorca. So the Dallyman flight is now just coming onto the Active. It was scheduled for 16:40. It's now 6:15. He's actually, an hour and 40 minutes late. That's how delayed he is tonight. We've got the Arnie Recklon flight to be taxiing down shortly. He's holding short somewhere, but I know he's ready to taxi. Here comes the Jet 2 Holidays out to Dallyman. I will turn back to the field. There goes the Arnie Recklon flight. He's an hour and 7 minutes late. We have got the plane holding short again on the active. That police plane is just left at 6:10. He's now up in Sutton in Ashfield. I think he might be heading up towards there. He's going north, so I don't know if he's going up towards Leeds that way. I don't know. But I'm going to come back to the airport for the minute because that jet is holding short. And so is the Jet 2. Now we've got the Ryanair now going down. That Ryanair is just going down, is going to Mahon. The Venice flight is still pinged up, but it hasn't come out of departures yet. We have got the New York flight. It is just over, well, it's just north of Derby at the moment. She is 9 minutes away from the airfield. The only Reclam flight is now coming out. That was the one that come out short. Here it goes. So I think the VistaJet's let this on your Reclam now because he's been delayed for a while. So this one will come back later on, maybe possibly the early hours of the morning. I've now been filming now for just over 3 hours. I'm going to go back to the airfield because we've got that private jet going out. That's on the active. But that plane now lands in on the Reclon at 25 past midnight tonight. This Bombardier Challenger 605 is now up in the air. She went up like a rocket. This now is off down to Nice. I'm going to turn around because I think we're going to have that arrival now shortly of that 7.6. We've got the Ryanair to Mahon. That 7.6 is now south of Nottingham, coming down to the airfield. She's here now in 3 minutes. So they're going to try and get this Ryanair down to Mahon out. And then we'll have the 7.6. I now can see her. She is making her way to the IRS. So she can turn for her finals. She's just east of Keyworth. Here goes that Ryanair now to Mahon. Once this plane gets a bit further out of here, I will turn back for that 7.6 because she will be turning on to her 3-mile final, because she is right behind me at the moment. So I'm going to turn from that Ryanair. There's that 7.6 from New York. She's now just met the IRS. She's coming over Eastleigh now. This is my last plane of the day, and after this plane lands and comes up to DHL, I will finish there for today. I am at Blackpool Air Show now, 2 weeks today for the air show. Where we will have a great show at Blackpool. So this 767's come all the way from New York. She's flew out to JFK. She's been in the air now for 6 hours and 12 minutes. The time she lands, she's been in the air for 6 hours 15 minutes. The time she lands. Now she's just dropping down behind the trees. This is going to be my last plane of the day. Here she comes as she's rolling up the active. She will roll right up to the end because of DHL's at the top here. And as the ranger's going about, he will make his way out the way for the aircraft as it's coming up. So she has been up in the air now for 6 hours 15 minutes, like I've said. What a beautiful aircraft. I've seen this aircraft here a few times. I think she's going on the first, I should say the second one across. Just as the aircraft is now coming in, it's coming in now into the, I think it'd be the end bay at the of the end of DHL. So it'd be the end bay on the side of DHL where she usually parks. So this will be the end of my show for today. I will try and be back up here on either Tuesday or Wednesday. Then I'll be back again Friday and possibly Sunday. Then the following week there won't be no show because the big show on Sunday at Blackpool Air Show. And then after that then we'll be back to Birmingham. But we have got an helicopter now coming in. I can't make out what it is at the moment. Oh, it's the R44 Robinson. I think that's what it is. Yeah, it's the R44 Robinson. I did see it go past not long ago. He's now coming into East Midlands. He is just holding back a bit because there's an aircraft in front of him. He's in another mode as he's taxiing across. That'd be my conclusion after that R44 for today. I will speak to you again soon. Thank you very much for watching Anthony's Live Aviation at East Midlands Airport. Please subscribe. And thank you very much. And goodbye. Speak to you soon.